Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 1 of what's going to be a new Let's Try. We'll be taking a look at a game that actually is no longer available to buy, unfortunately. It's one that I guess didn't get the greatest reviews at the time of release, but actually was kind of a pretty cool game regardless. It's happened before, and it's happened to other D&D products, actually, like Sword Coast Legends and stuff like that, where the game releases, doesn't get very good reviews, and then the game disappears from the store on Steam, unfortunately. But whatever happened, this game is no longer listed on the store, no longer available for purchase unless you use other means to get it, which I won't really, link or anything in this video. I'm just talking about a legal copy that I owned from before the game disappeared. So it's a pretty cool game, though. As I was mentioning, it's about like a dungeon campaign in Dungeons and Dragons. It's very cool. So I've played the tutorial a little bit, and that's about it. But we're gonna start the actual game and see how far we get. Have some fun with it. Take part in the campaign. So this is going to be episode 1 of Let's Try Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation. Bong bong. So hope you guys are well and ready to check out this awesome D&D campaign with me. It is official D&D. As I said, I had purchased this when I heard it was going to be delisted. I think I owned it from before that even. So, not entirely sure, but okay. Let's go ahead and check out the options. Oh, I like the little rattle there. Dice settings, I have these turned to manual. I changed that. Language is English, displayed windowed, resolution, ultra graphics preset. These are the keys we'll be using. Left click, selection, right click, cancel, mouse wheel, zoom in and out. The numbers are hero powers. Escape is a bunch of different things. Q and E rotates the camera view. WASD moves the camera. Space is confirm and turn. So, looks very good. Everything else, pretty basic here. If we click, or we can change that, but we don't want to. So let's get right into new game. Go ahead and delete that. And we'll start a brand new romp in Tomb of Annihilation. We are lucky that you are here. I sense within you the spirit of a great adventurer who might be able to help us in our most desperate hour of need. A terrible death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who has been raised from the dead, is looming over the lands of Toril. The source of this curse has been traced back to the peninsula of Chult. Will you help us put a stop to this malignant evil? If so, I will be your guide throughout your adventure to find a way to clear the evil from our jungles. Be on your guard, for I fear this journey will be your most perilous one. Port Nyanzaru awaits. Eku, or Eku. Start the adventure. Okay, so we get some options here. We can play Explorer, play the campaign with the modified rule set. This mode is for new players and those with no or very little experience with the adventure system board game. Open chests, disarm traps, and fight monsters without the constant threat of encounters. Or we can play Classic, play the campaign with the original rule set. This mode is for the hardened players that want to challenge and know their way around the adventure system board game. I think we're going to play Classic. Exclusive encounters, toggle on or off new positive encounters exclusive to Tales from Candlekeep, benefit from new positive effects and less negative encounters. Puzzle tiles, toggle on or off new puzzle tiles exclusive to Tales from Candlekeep, resolve their riddles to earn their rewards. We want those both on. Looks like those are our choices. We'll hit apply. Alright, gameplay settings. You can always change your gameplay setting here. That's interesting. Let's us change it. Familiar with the adventure system, returning to Tales from Candlekeep. We'll continue to the tutorial. Bong bong. So there's extras. We'll get to all that. Level 1. Level 2 reward, you receive a common chest. And upcoming reward at level 3, another common chest. And a new hero slot, which I don't know about, but take a look at the map here. That is the peninsula of Chult, I guess. Or the island even. Great Sea, the Cauldron, Snapping Turtle Base, Sky Lizard Mountains. Very cool. You know I am a sucker for a hand-drawn, beautiful, and old-school map. Let's start here in the Bay of Chult land area. Tutorial quest. Before jumping straight into the adventure, you'll need to learn the basics of the game. We want it on normal. Rewards are 3 chests, I guess, 100 coins, and 10 XP. Let's start the quest. I'm gonna get it in, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Stay tuned with me here. Tutorial. Welcome to Tales from Candlekeep. Here you will learn the basics of the game's classic mode and face your first challenge. Once you are ready, press confirm to proceed with the tutorial. Initiative throw. At the beginning of an adventure, all heroes roll a d20 to determine the order of play. The highest result goes first. Okay, hero phase. This is the phase in which heroes are able to move through the area and use their attack abilities against the monsters encountered along the way. Once you have finished all these steps in your hero phase, your exploration phase begins. Confirm. Move. Your hero may move and perform one of the following actions: move, attack, disarm trap, others. Your hero can move either before or after performing an action. The speed stat value shows how many squares your hero can move. Where's the speed stat? Right there. So 6, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're gonna move here, I guess. Am I supposed to move there? Yeah. Alright, we'll click here and move our character. Next phase. At any moment during the hero phase, you can end your hero's turn by either hitting the space bar or clicking on the next phase icon. Okay, there's next phase. Move or take an action. Bong bong. Exploration phase. This is the phase in which your heroes discover and add new tiles. To discover a new tile, your hero must stand on the edge of a tile in which the exploration phase will be triggered. So one of these edge tiles. Monster control. The hero who discovered a tile with a monster on it controls that monster. A controlled monster only plays during the villain phase of the hero who controls it. Monsters with the same name activate together regardless of who controls them. Monster control. Click on the portrait on the right side of the HUD to consult a hero or a monster's information panel on the right side of the HUD. Oh, villain phase. Okay, I guess over here. This is the phase in which monsters and villains activate. The order in which all enemies activate is visible in 2 places. In the initiative timeline on the right side of the HUD over here, inside the diamond over the enemy's head. So acting first. Missed us. Hero phase. The hero can spend his or her 2 action points to dash and reach twice as far. So this character, I guess we're going here. And is that a dash, really? Combat. To attack an enemy, you must use your hero's powers. At-will powers can be used every turn and cost an action point. Daily powers almost always use an action point and can only be used once per quest. Utility powers usually don't require an action point and can be used once per quest. Some items and powers can recharge daily and utility powers that were used. So that sounds interesting. So we're going to use at will, Holy Avenger, active. The range of a hero's attack is indicated by a red grid on the tiles. We'll get there. Dragonbait's Sword is a powerful magical weapon that causes great damage to unnatural foes. Attack one adjacent monster. This attack deals +1 damage against undead, demons, or devils. The attack gets a +9, damage is 1, and the cost is a fist, which means your action, I guess. Okay, so let's click it. And there's the red outline, and we click here. And we click the mouse, click the die, or press space to show the result. 19. Bong bong. Hits the Chult and skeleton. Something is happening. A 1. Encounter. The encounters are a dangerous threat to the heroes, but can be beneficial in some rare occurrences. There are 2 ways for an encounter to happen: when a hero discovers a challenging tile, or when a hero does not discover a new tile. Rolling the die will determine what kind of encounter you will get. The higher the result, the more beneficial the effect. Cancel encounters. Negative encounters can be canceled or interrupted using adrenaline, items, or powers. However, some encounters have very specific conditions, making them harmless in some situations. Read their descriptions carefully and try to figure out when to cancel encounters and when to let them go. So it's an assassin vine. Attack and stun the active hero. We can interrupt with 1 adrenaline. So we interrupted it. Now it's back to the hero phase. We're going to come over here, I guess. Okay, and next phase. Bong bong. Oh snap. That is a Pterafolk. Adrenaline rush. When you roll a critical hit, a natural 20, it will trigger the adrenaline rush for the active hero. Adrenaline rush is a temporary stat boost that lasts for the amount of adrenaline you have. But once activated, it won't drain your adrenaline. You earn adrenaline by killing monsters. The adrenaline rush gauge is global to the entire party. So when you roll a critical hit, adrenaline rush. While it's active, your heroes can still earn adrenaline, but it won't add to the duration of the active boost. So who rolled a 20? Did he roll a 20 in initiative or something? Adrenaline rush. There's the adrenaline bar. Boost all stats of the hero for 2 turns. Looks like there's 4 spots of adrenaline. And we come here. And then we're going to do it daily. Grievous Strike. Dragon Bait goes for a devastating strike against his enemy. Attack 1 adjacent monster. If the attack misses, the power is not spent. That's cool. Plus 8 attack, but plus 4 damage, or 4 damage at the cost of an action. Bong bong, it has 16 defense, and we get a 20. Boom! Critical hit. Great job, tutorial completed. You've completed the tutorial. Now, you are now ready to face a real challenge and put an end to the death curse. I don't know about all that. Good luck, heroes. Alright. Mashallah, completed the tutorial. Not much to it. And we're going to kind of be learning on the job as we go. Our treasures. 3 common chests. We open them. Quartz, driftwood, cured leather, copper, iron, and the uncommon bronze times 4. So we'll see what they do later on, I guess. Artist Simber, the human ranger. Completed objectives, difficulty normal, 632 time, defeated 2 monsters, explored 2 tiles, 100 coins, 3 chests. This is a summary. What about the heroes? Dragon Bait, the Sorial Paladin, defeated 2 monsters. Okay, so back to map we go. Oh, that was the best hero it picked out, I see. So this is our current game map. I don't think this is all of the quests or anything. It probably goes down into there as well, but we'll see as we go. So the tutorial's over. Looks like we have 4 heroes over here. Oh, we can click them. All right, let's go through them. We've got Artist Simber, the human ranger. Artist Simber, a former member of the Harpers, is the keeper of the Ring of Winter. He found the ring in the jungles of Chult, where he also met his wife, Alessandra. The ring halts its wearer's natural aging and has allowed artists to survive well beyond his natural lifespan. 15 armor, 8 HP, 6 speed, 4 surge value, whatever that is. Special ability, he can use the Ring of Winter, choose 2 extra daily powers from the Ring of Winter powers. That's very cool. The Green Ranger. The Red Ashara. Arakokra Wizard. In Kir Sabal, Ashara is the leader of the Arakokra community. Others refer to her as teacher and revere her as a living saint. Ashara is intelligent, ambitious, and somewhat manipulative, but never cruel or insensitive. Besides her leadership duties, Ashara is a powerful mage capable of handling even the most complex of spells. Only 14 armor, so 1 less than Artis, 2 less HP at 6, same speed at 6, and surge value down 1 to 3. Special ability is Flight. When moving, Ashara can pass through enemies and does not trigger traps unless she ends her move on a trap square. Then we have Dragonbait, who we just saw, the Sorial Paladin. Dragonbait is a champion of good and Sorial, a race that originated on a distant world whose members have long lives. Calm by nature, Dragonbait does not give the image of a dangerous foe, but once in combat, his training and precision makes him a devastating adversary. By the way, let's look at those wings, baby. Huge. Looking cool. But yeah, back to him. So he's got 17 armor. That's the most thus far, up 2 from Artis. 10 HP is the most, up 2 from Artis. 5 speed is 1 less than both Ashara and Artis. And surge value is the highest at 5, up from 4 and 3. And his special ability is Divine Health. At the start of Dragonbait's hero phase, you may end 1 condition on Dragonbait before he activates. And then we have Birdsong, the Tabaxi Bard. Birdsong, a cunning young Tabaxi Bard, learned to defend herself while enslaved by the Yuan Ti. Proficient at playing the lute, Birdsong discovered her potential as a bard when witnessing the effect her songs had on other slaves. After her escape, she became one of the greatest minstrels of Chult. She promised herself to one day get revenge on the Yuan Ti who destroyed her village. 15 armor, same as Artis for comparison. 8 HP, same. Speed down 1 to 5. Surge value, same as Artis at 4. Special ability Cat's Agility. When stepping onto a trapped square, Birdsong does not trigger the trap on a roll of 5 or higher. By the way, let's look at homie here with the shield. And then we got Birdsong. Birdsong. Nice loot on the back. And unfortunately, I don't have the 5th character, who is a DLC. I could get that DLC sometime, but I just wanted to start now anyway. The other DLC that exists for the game is like you get items for each character and stuff, power-ups or whatever. Alright, but let's go back to Artis. So that's that. Now let's click this little thing here. Okay, so this is this type of screen here. Don't know the proper name for it, but we've got main weapons, secondary weapons, armors, accessories. Oh, like an inventory / equipment screen. Characters inventory and general info. General info has all the information we just checked. Main weapons. We can craft different main weapons, and they give higher and higher at will powers. They go from common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary. And to craft them, we need a whole lot more than what we have right now. That's where the crafting materials come into play, along with the coins. Paying someone to enchant these things and stuff like that is going to cost a whole lot. So we're looking here even. We have 20 in stock of that first item, just 1 of the one we need 10 of, and 18 of the 30, and 100 of 750 coins. So that's just to get a copper dagger. And we'll look into these more as we get closer to unlocking them. Then we have secondary weapons, the bows. Same idea. These are going to be pretty intense to craft as well. And each character has their own kind of thing going on. Same categories, but all different stuff. You want T longsword, Holy Avenger longsword. So a lot going on. So that's weapons, secondary weapons, armors. Upgrade the armor. It also costs. We do have 1 in stock of that first item, but the other 2 are a long ways away, plus the coins. So you can upgrade their armor basically. Armor class and hit points go up. Bong bong. Very straightforward. Accessories. These add to speed. Again, it's going to take a whole lot to craft them. And yeah. And then characters inventory. He has 2 potions of healing. This spicy liquid is good for what ails you. Refills 20% of the target's HP. And I think everybody has that. Yep, 2 potions of healing. So that's the equipment type screen. Now if we hit this, okay, this shows the crafting materials. These are the common materials: quartz, cured leather, copper, iron, and driftwood. This is how much we have of each one too. We have 20 copper, 18 cured leather. Then the uncommon tier: citrine, owlbear leather, bronze, steel, and zalantar wood. The rare level: amethyst gem, raptor leather, gold, and silver, and sooth wood. Very rare: sapphire, beholder hide, mithril, platinum, and blue leaf wood. And then finally legendary: diamond, dragon hide, adamantine, and weirwood. So those are the crafting materials, and I don't think there's anything else to do. What does this button do? Drag and drop items to trade between heroes. Hold control to trade a single item, or shift to trade half the stack. So everybody starts off with 2 healing potions. Oh, the cool thing, I did play a bit of the first mission, and that's as far as I ever got. I did that recently just to check out the game and see what it was like. But you do pick up all kinds of loot and stuff. You pick up wands and potions and all kinds of stuff. So it's plenty of loot to go around. Alright, so let's start our first mission, shall we? There's really nothing else. If we hit extras, see, this is what you buy. If you buy the Explorer pack, you get legendary dragon longbow, 5,000 gold pieces. So you get all this stuff, which really kind of takes the point of the game away a bit, because you're not, leveling up all those items. You kind of just whatever. Oh, what I should say is those aren't the only items you can find. You can find all types of regular loot to use and stuff. So I wouldn't recommend looking at, if you do buy this game from like a key seller or something, I wouldn't recommend the packs, because it kind of takes away the sense of progression. But anyway, this was the tutorial quest. We could do it again. Let's start this first quest: a favor for Jessamine. You have come to Port Nyanzaru seeking to end the strange death curse that has befallen the land of Toril. Magic healing has grown weaker and in some cases begun to fail entirely, even reversing earlier healing. However, first you need a starting point, and after kicking around town for a while, you were pleased to have an opportunity fall into your lap. The merchant Prince Jessamine is looking for some poisonous mushrooms found in the jungle, and if you could find some for her, she may well prove to be a vital source of information for you. So you can play normal, hard, or horrific. The rewards go up. We'll just start with normal. Retrieve poisonous mushrooms from the jungle. 3 chests, 100 gold, 10 XP. I'm tempted to try hard. I guess there's maybe no penalty for failure, but let's try it on normal. Start the quest. And here we have the hero selection. So it looks like we get 1 hero with other slots that we can open up. Maybe hero slot 2, yeah, eventually taking 4 or 5 along. Wow, we'll really get to level 10? That's crazy. So this shows all their powers, their at will, their utility, and their dailies, and what they do. Plus you get a choice, actually. We'll get into that in a bit. I don't know if we're going to get to the first... we're 23 minutes in. We might not get to the first mission because we're going over the characters in this episode. So let's see what Artist can do. His at will... He's got Bookmark, a magical dagger that Artist found. It possesses a number of useful abilities for an explorer. Attack 1 adjacent monster. On a roll of 19 or higher, choose one of Artist's utility powers to recharge. Attack at +6, 1 damage, cost of an action point, or he can do Careful Shot. Artist takes careful aim with his longbow before shooting. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles. Monsters on the same tile cannot be targeted. He's a +10 with that for 1 damage. Very good. Then the utility powers. Lightning Reflexes. Artist's lightning fast reaction speed allows him to press his attack, use after an at-will power. Artist gains disadvantage, then immediately repeats the last at-will power used. So if you use Lightning Reflexes, you can repeat Careful Shot or Bookmark for a second time, but you gain disadvantage to do so. And the cost is free. Or pass without trace. Artists and the other heroes slip through the area without disturbing their surroundings. Puts pass without trace on every hero on artist's tile. Move through enemies and traps for 1 turn. Cost is free. And then the daily powers. Lightning arrow. Artist transforms an arrow into energy before firing it. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles. Hit or miss. All monsters adjacent to that monster also take damage of 2. Or 1 if you miss. Plus 6 attack, cost of an action. Cone of Cold. Artist causes the ring to blast an area with intense cold. Attack each monster on a tile 1 tile away. Plus 7 attack, 3 damage, but only 1 if you miss. And Ice Storm. His last daily. Artist causes the ring to create an ice storm covering a small area. Choose any tile within 4 tiles and attack each monster on that tile. Plus 6 attack, 2 damage. Cost of an action. Now here's where we get a choice, I think, of... Okay, so traits not swappable, bookmark. Oh, a lot of these are swappable. No kidding. I didn't know you can click each one and switch them. Oh my gosh. That is crazy, son. That is crazy. Each single power has an alternate, at least one. Wow. Okay. So instead of careful shot, we can get stealthy assault. Artist creeps up on a nearby enemy before launching his assault. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile. Artist creeps up in the shadows and reappears beyond the monster to attack it. Only a plus 5 for 1 damage, but we can select that instead of the careful shot. Instead of lightning reflexes or pass without trace, we can select jump. Artist gathers up natural energy to allow himself or an ally to make a prodigious leap. Used during artist's hero phase. Move artist or an adjacent hero up to 2 tiles. This power lets the jumping hero jump over traps and pitfalls. Very cool. Same for pass without trace. We can change. Lightning arrow can change to desperate strike. Artist puts his entire strength into a single blow. Attack 1 adjacent monster. After attacking, artist gains disadvantage. It's a plus 8 attack. 3 damage, 2 if you miss, cost of an action. Or twisting strike. Artist twists his blade fiercely as he drives it deep into his foe. Attack 1 adjacent monster. This power is not spent if the attack misses, which is very good. Plus 7 attack, 4 damage. Cost of an action. Then we have Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold and Ice Storm can be switched out for Ice Fist. Hurts and stuns the enemy. Attack 1 monster within 3 tiles. This power is not spent if it misses. Plus 8 attack, 3 damage, and of course stun. Cost of an action. Or Flesh to Ice. Kills an enemy instantly. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile. Cannot target villains. This power is not spent if the attack misses. It's plus 0, but it is an instant kill, and it costs an action. So you can switch those 2 out with either of those 2. Very cool. Alright, so let's look at the next hero, Ashara, the Aarakocra Wizard. Let's see. She's got Acid Splash. Ashara hurls a ball of acid that splashes outward from where it hits. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile. Another monster adjacent to your target will also be attacked. Plus 8, damage 1, cost of an action. Chromatic Orb. Ashara flings a ball of colorful energy at her enemy. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles. Plus 3 attack, 2 damage, cost of an action. Or Witch Bolt. Ashara creates an energy bolt that locks onto its target once it hits. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile. If this attack is targeted on the last enemy it hit, the attack hits automatically. Plus 6, 1 damage, cost of an action. Only 2 utility. Let's take a look what they are. Mage Armor. Ashara creates a magical suit of armor that protects her from harm. Applies the armor effect on Ashara or an adjacent hero. A hero affected by Mage Armor has plus 1 bonus to armor class. The effect is removed when the attacker rolls 17 or higher. Or Haste. Ashara greatly speeds up herself, she has haste as well. Herself or any ally for a brief period of time. Apply haste on Ashara or any hero on her tile. Heroes affected by haste can complete an additional action during their hero phase. The effect wears off at the start of Ashara's next hero phase. Or she can choose Web to replace either one of those 2. Web. Ashara creates a sticky web that entangles nearby enemies. Choose a tile within one tile. Each monster on that tile becomes webbed. Webbed monsters cannot move for 3 turns, but can still attack. And then finally, she has a daily. It's Melf's Acid Arrow. Ashara hurls an acidic magic arrow at her enemy. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles. Hit or miss, the enemy becomes poisoned. +7 attack, 3 damage, miss 1. And that could be Scorching Ray instead. Ashara creates 3 rays of fire and hurls them at her enemies. Attack monsters within 3 tiles. You can use this power 3 times each charge. +7, 1 damage, cost an action. And oh, she's also got 2 more. Sleep. Ashara causes all weak nearby monsters to fall into an enchanted slumber. All monsters within 1 tile fall asleep, cannot target large monsters and villains. Asleep monsters skip their turn for 3 turns, cost of an action. Fire Shield. Ashara covers herself in a fiery shield that burns those who would harm her. Applies 4 fire shields on Ashara. When your hero is hit by an attack from an adjacent monster, 1 fire shield is removed to deal 1 damage to that monster. Very cool, but you can only select one of them at current. One of those 4 dailies. Then we have Dragon Bait. Holy Avenger. Dragon Bait's sword is a powerful magical weapon that causes great damage to unnatural foes. We saw what this did. +9, 1 damage. And then he's got Swift Strikes. Dragon Bait is capable of striking swiftly and repeatedly with his blade. Attack 1 adjacent monster, then attack 1 other adjacent monster at +4 for 1 damage. Cost of an action, or Lunging Strike. Dragon Bait lunges forward as he strikes, hoping to impale his enemy. Move up to 2 squares in a straight line through empty, untrapped spaces to attack 1 monster. That's a +8 for 1 damage and an action. Last Stand. Digging Deep. Dragon Bait refuses to fall. Used instead of Healing Surge. Regain 1 HP. The cost is free. Also, Shen State. Dragon Bait enters a unique state, allowing him to sense those who mean him harm. Apply Shen State on Dragon Bait. Prevent the next monster spawn from happening. Does not work on villains. Either of those 2 can be changed to Heroism. Apply Heroism on an adjacent hero. Use on an adjacent hero adds 20% to the target's max HP. Spend this status to cancel a condition. And then we have Grievous Strike. Dragon Bait goes for a devastating strike against his enemy. Attack 1 adjacent monster. If the attack misses, the power is not spent. +8 for 4 damage, action point. Or Compelled Duel. The challenged monster must move adjacent to Dragon Bait. Dragon Bait will then attack that monster. Choose 1 monster within 1 tile. +10, 3 damage, miss 1. Only 1 damage if you miss. And action point. Or Blessed Strike. Fortune smiles upon Dragon Bait and his allies as he moves to attack. Attack 1 adjacent monster. All heroes on Dragon Bait's tile gain advantage before this attack. +8, damage 3, miss 1, action point. Or Crusader's Mantle. Strength flows through Dragon Bait and his allies. Used during the hero phase. Each hero on Dragon Bait's tile deals +1 damage when they hit with an attack until Dragon Bait's next turn. I really want to get Kawasha the Druid. Now we have Birdsong, Bardic Inspiration, singing songs of valor and heroism. Birdsong moves in for the attack. Attack 1 adjacent monster, hit or miss up to 2 other heroes on Birdsong's tile. Gain advantage. Attack +4, damage 1. Action point. Then we have Poison Darts. Birdsong is a deadly shot with these weapons dipped in a deadly poison. 1 monster within 1 tile. On a roll of 18 or higher, the monster gains disadvantage. +6 attack, 1 damage, and an action. That can be switched to Flashing Blade. This slender blade is excellent at inflicting deep stabbing wounds. Attack 1 adjacent monster. On a roll of 18 or higher, this attack deals +1 damage. +7, 1 damage, action point. Then we have Utility, Dispel Magic. Birdsong is capable of suppressing the magic of other spellcasters in the area. Cancel the encounter for free. And Bardic Lore. Birdsong is familiar with any number of local legends and stories. Birdsong loots 2 treasure chests and can choose 1 between the 2. Or Jack of all trades. Birdsong knows a little about everything. Apply Jack of all trades on every hero on Birdsong's tile. Heroes affected by Jack of all trades can use any of their utility powers without spending them. The effect wears off individually once utility power has been used. And finally, we have the dailies. Impressive blade work. Birdsong's elaborate fighting style is good at intimidating opponents. One adjacent monster. After this attack, all monsters on Birdsong's tile gain disadvantage. +7, 2 damage, miss 1, cost of an action point. Or Dramatic Strike. Birdsong makes a particularly flamboyant attack. One adjacent monster. If this attack misses, the monster gains disadvantage, and this power can be used again. +6, 3 damage, action point. Or Hypnotic Pattern. Birdsong summons a colorful pattern of illusions that bewilder and mesmerize. Use instead of attacking. Choose a tile within 3 tiles of Birdsong. All monsters on that tile are stunned for an action point. Or Song of Rest. Birdsong sings a gentle song of rest and recuperation. Use instead of attacking. Every other hero within 1 tile of Birdsong either recharge 1 utility power or regain 2 hit points. And that is all the heroes and their skills, their abilities. So I'm going to stop here. We'll start next episode with the mission right away because we're 35 minutes in, 36. I want to start fresh next episode. So thank you for joining me. We're going to be checking this game out more. As you can see, there's a little strategic depth to it, but it gets pretty good. I assume it gets pretty good, but I mean in the first mission that we're going to be doing, next time you'll see that it is pretty fun. It's pretty interesting and has a lot of unique mechanics that I think, it's not quite D&D like a turn-based D&D game like a Pathfinder game like Wrath of the Righteous or Baldur's Gate 3. It's not that. It's much lighter, but it's got some pretty cool stuff to it, and it's fun to play. I thought it was really fun when I played the tutorial and the first mushroom mission. So we'll do the first mushroom mission next time. I hope you'll join me for that. Do come back, and I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. That lets me know that you did and you want to see more. Also, please become a member on my channel here or on patreon.com/fluent. That is a huge help as I try to gather more games and stuff like that for us to play here on the channel. Very cool and very helpful. And finally, I hope to see you guys next time. So we're going to save here if I can. The armory. Access the hero's armory to craft upgrades. Right, we know about that. Back to main menu. I guess it's saved. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Take care. See you next time. Ciao for now.